Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fun filled episode of That's Right, the Smoky Room, enemy of the New World Order. Has anyone been watching these hearings um, that have been happening? Uh, you know, all of these politicians, okay, and I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat, they all have the same boss. Do you agree with that statement? That's why there just is no difference between Democrat or Republican. They have the same boss. And yeah, one guy might do a little something different. That is the reason they dislike Donald Trump so much. He can't be bought. He doesn't have to play their game. He could tell their boss to go have sex with themselves, to put it nicely. And like I've said before, the what bothers me the most is we're in a war, whether you like it or not. This is April 1861. Okay, now there's a group of guys over there. As a matter of fact, hey, Roy, yeah, Bill. And that's what they're going to do. And here we are. It's at that point, and it seems as though the people who should really know who the enemy is actually is the enemy themselves. But I mean, I don't know if you have seen this. You've got Jim Jordan. You got the nice, lovable, what's his name, Kennedy guy. My friend from across the other. Yeah, and I've said this before in another video. Don't that bothers me, my friend. You're looking at a guy right in the eyes, a guy who has crapped all over our Constitution, who has disrespected veterans that went there and gave all. Some came back maimed, and of course, some came back like that's what war does to you. It takes your soul, and they're sick from that. And then you got people like my friend from across the aisle who's just going to take a dump on it. And you're going to call him your friend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our own. The people on Capitol Hill, look, it gets more obvious every day, aren't going to do squat about anything. The Durham report? Hey, it made great entertainment last night, didn't it? And that's about all that's going to come of that. I just watched Rand Paul, and I like Rand Paul. I like his dad too. I've read a few of their books, and there's not much in there I could disagree with. And it seems the longer I live, the more I tend to go in that direction. Let me take a breath here. Okay, Rand Paul was being interviewed about today's hearing at the. Oh, for God's sakes, I can't remember the name of the committee he's on. Justice Committee. Anyway, he was being questioned about what he thought, and he pretty much said, I'm scared to death. And the reason I'm scared to death is because it's extremely obvious we have a two-tiered justice system. Hunter Biden, do I need to go on? And then you've got people that worked for Donald Trump who the friggin' Gestapo shows up at their apartment 3 in the morning with CNN right there. Somehow CNN knew where this was going to take place before the police did. And they dragged this old guy out in handcuffs in his underwear, him and his wife. And now you got the ATF going around knocking at doors. Hey, it's the ATF. We just want to question you about a recent purchase you made, right? I'm afraid of that because where I am mentally, I am very afraid I would wind up in jail. I don't know if I want to give them this ammunition, you know. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But ladies and gentlemen, no matter how you see it, we are in a pickle. I think I tell everybody, if you are a gun owner, do not get rid of your guns. I couldn't be more serious about that. You see, a friend of mine, his parents survived the Holocaust. His dad served time in Dachau and Auschwitz and frickin' survives and had a great sense of humor. How do you do that? Irv's mom, on the other, well, she kind of lost it there, but like I tell him, she has a pass. She's got a pass. I don't care what she does. She's got a freaking pass. And that brings home of what happens to an unarmed society. There's a lot of stories of, and I didn't realize how many there were until I've been reading. I picked this up. Boy, what a book, huh? Jeez, what is? Oh my God! Just getting through the first chapter was difficult, but it gives you an idea of the seriousness of the situation. Why do they want to disarm us so badly? Why did the King of England, the King of Italy? No, it wasn't the King of Italy. It was King George. King George. Anyway, he sent troops here specifically to take the arms um, from the people, which was the militia and the Minutemen. And that's when Paul Revere went around yelling, "Yo, they're coming to take you." That's what he said. But I had taken some back medicine today. That's why I'm in such a grand mood. But yeah, man, there's a lot to consider, a lot to think about. Um, who knows what's going to happen this summer, huh? I mean, 24 is right around the corner. Okay, Yeah, jeez. So, mm-mm-mm. All right. Anywho, I'm going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. And we are on our own. And I know I said this, but when Rand Paul, I don't know, something struck me when I saw Rand Paul. It was like, in a way, it was kind of like he admitted defeat. It sounded like, yeah, there's a two-tier justice system. Not a damn thing we can do about it. And you're not worried? I'm telling you what. I mean, slowly but surely. I mean, I'm really hardening my home. Uh, you know, I got some heavy duty doors and some heavy duty locks. I highly suggest you do the same thing. Um, you got to know by now that they are going to do everything they possibly can do to make sure Donald Trump doesn't run. I mean, as you can see, they've already like really started to double down on that with the indictment and everything else. But that kind of came back to bite them in the ass, didn't it? So who knows what's going to happen? There's all kinds of scenarios that play out in my mind. They are the globalists right now are. I can sense there's a real sense of urgency that they need to get this show on the road. You know, this thing with the border and everything else. It's a lot. It's a lot to contend with, and I don't know how some people are doing it. To be honest with you, and that's a very sad state of affairs. It really is. So, you know the deal. Uh, don't give up your guns. Stay close to God, all right? If you don't know who Jesus Christ is, um, seek him out. He's there for you, that's for sure. Um, he, you know, the Bible says, all who call on his name. Don't ask me. I think that's Romans, uh, fifth chapter, maybe in there somewhere. And but of course, you need to be sincere. I mean, it's not like you're playing Monopoly and you get one of those "don't go to jail" cards. No, it doesn't. It's not like that. No, you got to be serious, and he'll listen to you, and he can change your life. So with that, at least that'll give you comfort for the times that we live in. Uh, there's not a lot of positive going on out there, is there? I mean, really, is there? Here's something to really think about. And if this is saying a lot, right? We, of course, everyone knows about Bud Light. Everyone. And then you get the military that's getting involved in that. And now Miller and Coors. Um, okay, let me see. This is Bud Light. Hey, Roy. Yeah, Bill. You know that what's his name? Kevin Marzarani. Kevin what? Mulvin there? Mulvin Mul Anyway, that ugly guy. Um why don't we get his picture on a can of Budweiser? I think, well, I don't know. The fellers, they see us drinking a beer. But anyway, how did this happen? Like, Bud Light is not a excellent example of fantastic marketing, and that's an understatement. I mean, now they're trying to give it away. I get some kind of ticket or something, and you. But then Miller and Coors are now going woke. So they're telling you flat out this has nothing to do with marketing or money. We are going to ram this crap down your throat whether you like it or not. Think about it, right? Was Budweiser, was Bud Light a success? Of course not. Da, 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 right? Why? Because they need to crash our way of life. They do not like Americana. How else can I explain it? They do not like what you consider normal, what I consider normal. They want to tell you what you should think, how you should think, words you should use. Friggin' pronouns, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, I'm sticking with adverbs. Why? I did some research last night in New Jersey. It is now okay to have an LGBT curriculum for fifth graders. Fifth graders. How old are they? Kind of young. 7, I think, something like that. Why do they need to know this crap? They couldn't tell you. This has nothing to do with marketing. It's got everything to do with destroying our culture, our belief systems. The FBI were planting spies in those words, in Catholic congregations. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God, those Catholics, there's going to be another bombing. You watch. The Catholics are. They weren't Catholic? No, they were Muslim. Lord have mercy. Are you with me? And you don't even have to like them, but look at what they're doing. Parents that go to school board meetings are watched by the feds. Now Catholics are being watched by the feds. They had, this is the actual number, 33 SWAT team members show up at a guy, well, he was an ex-priest from the Catholic Church. He's very involved in the pro-choice, pro-life movement. I'm sorry. Very involved in the pro-life movement. 30. There's just one of him. 30. Flat jackets, helmets, ARs. You know, those assault rifles that we can't own. Well, that'll happen soon. Yeah, they don't want us to have them because they want to be the only ones with them. Screw that. We told the King of England a long time ago, come and take them. And now we got to do this again? Against our own government? This is the position they put you in. How much more of this crap can we take? I know the Lord's coming back, and I've said this before, and you don't have a clue of how badly I want that to happen. But in the meantime, and I really don't think this is unchristian. My anger, is unchristian. But am I making excuses here? Yeah, Joe, you're making excuses. I believe it's justified. I believe it's justified. You know, I'm not going around beating up the guy that's mowing his lawn at 8 o'clock at night. With the blower. As soon as I walk out the door with a cigar and an espresso, everybody's got to come out with the blowers or the weed whackers. Jeez, it's like, yo, Joe's outside. But anyway, I don't think I would like to live in the America I grew up in until that day comes when Christ says, all right, guys, come on, you had enough. Right? And I'm just trying to help out and make that happen. I'm just the guy out there screaming in the wilderness, I guess. Beware the globalists. Know what they're up to. Know that this thing isn't going to end well. Okay? I mean, it's like, okay, now I'm the friggin' Grim Reaper over here. But, I mean, you could see it. You could see it. Things are falling apart. You can't go to a Walmart in Chicago anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, CVS and Walgreens left San Francisco. And I think Walmart may have left San Francisco also. How about Portland? You got parts of Oregon that are seceding. They had another vote today. Things are not going well, ladies and gentlemen. And our representatives are worthless. Okay? Like you don't know that. But remember, please hide your guns if you have to. You know, maybe keep one out, but hide the rest of them. You know, and if you could bury them outside, you know, you could get that black CVS PVC tubing. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube of how you can do that. But no, we're not going to be unarmed. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Nope. And I know. I mean, Americans can take a lot. They can take it and take it and take it and take it and take it, and then one day, we've seen a taste of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang in there. You know, have a rest, good of your week or whatever. Whenever you get to see this, now the allergies. All right, Have a good night. It was fun.